Okay, so how many calories? Calories, if you're counting them, it takes 500 calorie deficit every day to lose 1 pound a week. So what does that mean? That means, okay, Elizabeth burns 1,200 calories because she sits on her butt at a computer all day. She has to eat or burn 500 calories less than that just to lose 1 pound in a week. So to do that, you've got to have the tools to figure out, number one, how many calories do you burn? And I stated, if you've got extra weight, men burn way faster calories because of muscle distribution and the fact that that gives us another reason to hate them more. Okay? Age, you tend to carry a little bit more weight. If you're not as active, if you're very active. So we have formulas in the book to help you figure out how many calories you should be taking in. And then you can do one of two things. You can either eat less and lose weight that way, which is great, but I'm going to give another high five to the fitness trainer back there. You're also going to have flabby arms. You're going to have some flabby legs, unless you want to go get surgery to get those nipped and tucked, because you're not building muscle when you're only eating less. I'm very much for strength training, especially for women, and especially for women over the age of 50. We don't need to have Madonna's arms. Anyone see those latest promos where her arms are like bones with muscles dripping from them? We don't need that, but we do need to have strength because we need the muscles around the bones as we get older and our bones getting that calcium in to keep them strong. But if they're not, we can have the muscle around the bones to help us as we head into 70s and 80s, right? So I am very much for strength training. Cardio is actually my weakness because I hate it. But you want to lose fat here. Everybody, women, we are known, especially the apple types. We know apple and pear. Pear, you've got the more weight down here. Apple, you have more weight here. I'm an apple. My weight comes right here first. I get it on the butts and thighs last, but it's all here. This is the dangerous weight to have because you also have fat in organs. And fat in organs is not good. Any doctor will tell you we'd like to kind of get that out. You do crunches, you will build up muscle underneath fat. The fat will still be there, but you'll have some really great abs. You just won't be ripped. So you need cardio. Yeah, you won't see it at all. Yeah, Angelina Jolie underneath, not on the outside. So to get this off, you really need to do cardio. And cardio is the best place to start. So, okay, and if you don't want to do calorie counting, I've got a lot of friends, they don't want to do it at all. That's okay, start eating healthy. Start making some changes. And we created a system called Baby Steps. And what I kind of like to analogy as a baby, anyone with kids here? Okay, and when your child started walking and it had the diaper butt, it would get up and then boom, fall right back down again. The difference is they had the diaper to pad the butt. We get up on our weight loss, and our diaper to fall on our butt is to go eat all the Haagen-Dazs and the red velvet cake and all the Doritos that we can. So then we're not getting up and walking again. We stay down. So the problem is we need to keep going. So what we created was called My Lazy Butt Skinny Weight Loss Plan. And it's basically a get healthy plan. And it is your cushion, your diaper, if you will. I don't know if I wanted to compare it to a diaper, but your diaper, if you will, if you fall. And it's a formula of 1 calorie intake, 1 calorie burn, plus 1 motivation equals success. 1 calorie intake, plus 1 calorie burn, plus 1 motivation equals success. Now, what the heck does that mean? Now, I gotta check to see if I put it on your... Oh, did you see my little baby? I loved him. I found him. He's stock photography, but I want to eat him up. He's just so cute. No, I didn't put it on there. Oh, yeah, I did. It's right over my little baby. So you won't forget it. Okay, so we created some tools along with the ebook, spreadsheets, and we break down calorie burns, calorie intake, and motivation. In the ebook, we give you tons of motivation. So let me give you an example of how this formula works. Everyone knows 21 days to create a habit? Yeah, we're changing that to 28 days to make it stick. Okay? So let's say the first thing we do is tracking. Your calorie intake, anything that goes into the pie hole, into the mouth. That's your intake. And what I like people to do, and most trainers that I know, they want to know what you're eating. Because let me tell you about a post I posted on Facebook about a trainer I had about 3 years ago. This is when I was losing the weight, and he couldn't figure out, why is Elizabeth not losing weight? I work her butt out hard. I make her sweat, and she's still there and gained a few pounds. Well, apparently, by learning that right after a workout, has anyone heard that right after a workout you have the highest calorie burn? Anyone? Yes? Yeah, it's very common. It's not good for you, though, to then go to Burger King and get a Whopper, a fries, a large drink, and a Sundae shake. Because you won't lose. That's what I did. And he's like, Elizabeth! I'm like, what? And for trainers to work out with me, they know they got to deal with my whining. And like Petey used to say, he's like, you can whine all you want as long as you pump. Great, because I'm going to whine. And as long as you get moving, great. But you have to write down everything you take in. So what we do is we break it down in 4-week increments. So you choose 1 calorie intake. So the first one, as an example, let's take tracking. So the first week, all you do is write things down. I don't care what it is. Get that Sundae shake. I prefer you not, but go get that Sundae shake, but write it down. Have that, oh, this is the worst one at McDonald's, the sausage McGriddle. Heart attack in a bite. And write it down. I don't care what you eat, just write it down.
Case of wine.
The next case of wine, write it down, but you write down the servings. You write down the servings. You had the full case, and on the box it'll tell you how many servings it holds.
Was that after your salad, Corolla?
Yes, that went with the Diet Coke before.
my salad.
Yeah. Write it down. The second week, I want you to write it down, but I want you to start writing down how many calories it was. The first week, you're in the habit of writing and tracking what you've eaten. The second week, I want you to write down what the calories are. The third week, go into our ebook or get what I got, which was a Body Bug. Biggest Loser, they wear it, but they don't need it because they overwork them and underfeed them. But it basically tells you how many calories your body's burning. Because when I saw I was only burning 1,200, I'm like, what? Okay, so we have formulas in our book that'll tell you how many calories. And then, so the third week, I want you to then start tracking the food, but try staying in that calorie burn, being even. And the final week, reduce some of those calories. So what we're doing is we're doing baby steps. We're building it up. So most of my friends, they don't have the habit. They don't have the habit. And you can say, oh, well, I'll remember it. I got to tell you, I don't remember every morsel that goes into this pie hole. I don't remember one thing. I will remember the big things, but I'll forget, oh, I grabbed an M&M from my client's desk as I was there. That's a calorie, and M&Ms don't have low calories. The burn, get walking. 3 days a week, 30 minutes, slow walk. I don't like doing too many stretches because stretching cold muscle, you can injure yourself, but I do like people to start at a slower pace, treadmill, a 1.5 or whatever, a very slow pace to prepare the body as you go. But I want you to get walking. I don't want you to get in there and sprint it right away. And so the first week, three days a week, 30 minutes. The next week, add another day on. Add another day on the following week. So what we've done is we've taken the habits that are healthy. We've taken vegetables. This one is a tough one. In fact, I said our next ebook has to be how I got my lazy butt to eat vegetables. Build up to the amount that you need. So that is the formula that we use. Motivation, get a magazine. Read the success stories if that's a motivational tool for you. I want you to, get motivated consistently. So reading books, reading magazines, watching shows like The Biggest Loser for the motivation of it, to watch people be successful, that's what you need to be doing.